SQA National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1 Full Solutions. You did it today probably or yesterday. And this is the official SQA 2024 National 5 Paper 1. Let's go. Off to all 40 marks it says. So question 1. Evaluate 3.5 minus 1 1/4. Two ways to do this. You could take away the numbers and the fractions, but I'm just going to do it the way most people would do it, which is to make a fraction. So I'll do 3 threes is 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 thirds. 1 fours is 4 plus 1 is 5, so minus 5 quarters. So then we can just make a common denominator. 3 fours is 12. 11 times 4 is 44. And 3 times 5 is 15. So I've got 15, 44 minus 15. 15, 25, 35, 45 is 29 over 12. Check if it's simplifiable. It isn't because 29 is a prime number, but if you're not sure, change it back. 12, 24 is 2. 25, 26, 28, 29, that's 5 12s. 2 and 5 12s. I'll do it the other way just to be on the safe side. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 thirds minus 1/4. Common denominator equals 12. 2 fours is 8. 1 threes is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5 12s, so I get 2 and 5 12s. Exactly the same answer, so we're done there. Question 2, given f of x is x plus 3 squared, find f of 7. Well, f of 7 means a sub in 7, so I've got 7 plus 3 all squared. 7 plus 3 is 10, squared is 100. 10 tens is 100. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024. Question 3, paper 1, question 3. X plus 1 times x squared minus 4x plus 5. So I usually draw a box for these. X plus 1, x squared minus 4x plus 5, expanding it all. And then we've got x times x is x cubed, minus 4, x squared, 5x is 5x, 1x squared is just x squared. 1 times minus 4x is minus 4x, and 1 times 5 is plus 5. So I've got x cubed minus 4x squared plus an x squared is minus 3x squared. 5x minus 4x is 1x, and then a plus 5 on the end. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, Paper 1, Question 4. A is 3, 4 minus 1, B is 5, 3, 2. Find 3a plus b. Okay, so 3a plus b. So I need to times a by 3. 3 threes is 9. 3 fours is 12. 3 ones is 3, so it's minus 3. Plus b, which is 5, 3, 2. So being careful, 9 plus 5 is 14. 12 plus 3 is 15. And minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, Paper 1, Question 5. The prices in pounds of cameras in a shop are displayed below. Find the median and interquartile range. So median and interquartile range means we put them in order. So let's just put them in order. So 150, 160, 190, 210, 230, 240. Oh, that's nice. I'll put them in order for us. So the median's the one in the middle when they're in order. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The middle is between 190 and 210. Now I can see easy that's 200. If you can, you can just add them up and divide by 2. So 210, 310, 400 divided by 2 is 200, like I just got. I'll write that's the median in a minute, but then our quartiles is just the middle of the first half and the middle of the second half. So it's only up to here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 numbers, and then we hit 200. So that gives me 230. And then the middle of the first half, 1, 2, 3 numbers is 160. So the median is 200, and the interquartile range is 230 minus 160. So that's 40, 50, 60, 70. Just to be clear, £200. And then interquartile range, you could probably have a pound sign on that, but maybe not. So we'll just leave that there. I'll put a pound sign just to be on the safe side. On our website, the sample of camera prices have a median of 195 and an interquartile range of 73. Make 2 valid comments. So for median, it's on average. So we've got 195 and 73, and I got 200. So on average, and what's this about? Price of cameras in a shop. And this is a website. So on average, camera prices are, and let's look at a shop, more expensive in shops, or bigger, more expensive or bigger in shops. And that's since, I always like this, £200 is bigger than 195. Now to compare the interquarter range. So that is a statement about variability. So my interquarter range for in shops was 70, but online it's 73. So the prices of cameras vary more online, since £73 is bigger than £70. Now, if you don't like to use vary, you can use consistency, and you would say the price of cameras is more consistent in shops, since £70 is less than £73. National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1 Question 6, simplify root 75 minus root 3. So root 75 is a surd that I can simplify because it's got two square numbers at times together, and I've got 25 and 3. So square root of 25 is 5, so that's 5 root 3. So my sum is 5 root 3 minus a root 3. Don't be tempted to write 5 here. It's 5 root 3 minus 1 root 3, which is 4 root 3. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1 Question 7. Solve algebraic with a system of equations. So it's simultaneous equations with equations given. I always get rid of the second one, so that's what I'm going to do. But if you got rid of the first one, you should get the same answer. So you times this one by 2 to make 14r, and times this one by 7 to make 14r. 2 2s is 4p, 2 7s is 14r, and 2 11s is 22. And then the bottom one, 7 3s is 21p, 7 2s is 14, that's an r by the way, 14r, and 7 4s is 28. So now, if the signs are the same on the one you're getting rid of, you add. If they're different, you take away. So I need to add these together. 21 plus 4 is 25p, and that equals 28 and 22, which is 38, 48, 49, 50. And therefore, p is 50 divided by 25, so p equals 2. And now you just sub in any equation you want. I usually just pick the first one. So picking the first one, we've got 2p, 2 times 2, minus 7r equals 11. So that's 4 minus 7r equals 11. 11 minus 4 then, taking away 4 for both sides. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You get minus 7r equals 7. So r is minus 1. No other statement to make for this question, so we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1 Question 8. The graph of y equals a cos bx is shown. Find the value of a and b. Okay, so for a, I check the amplitude. It goes to 7 and minus 7. So it literally is just 7. And then for b, I'm seeing how many waves there are up to 360. Well, that's 1, that's 2. So it's just 2. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1 Question 9. In a car rally, competitors start at different times. Scatter graph shows the relationship between the length of time they have been driving in t minutes and the distance in kilometres to the finishing line. A line of best fit is drawn. Point A represents 3 minutes and 26. So that's 3:26. I'll take a note of that. Point B represents 10 minutes and 12 kilometres. 10 minutes and 12 kilometres. Find the equation of a line of best fit in terms of d and t. Okay, so it's an equation of a line, so I need the gradient, which is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So I'll just call the first point x1 and y1, and the second point x2 and y2, or the other way around. So I've got 12 minus 26, just watch out for minuses, over 10 minus 3. And I'm expecting a negative answer because it's sloping down the way. So 12 minus 26, 12, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6 is 14. So I've got minus 4, minus 14 all over 3. 10 minus 3 is 7. That is minus 2. And now the equation I use is always y minus b equals mx minus a. You might have been taught to use y equals mx plus c, but you'll get the same answer. So I'll pick one of the points to be a and b. It doesn't matter which, so I'll just pick the 10 and the 12. Y minus 12 equals minus 2x minus 10. Y minus 12 equals minus 2x, and a minus times a minus is a plus. Watch out, plus 20. So y equals minus 2x, 20 minus 12, so I'll add 12 is 32 plus 32. And I've usually done there, except the axes is not x and y, is d and t. So y becomes d equals minus 2. Is that a big T? Yeah, it is. T plus 32, and that's my final answer, and we're done there. Another competitor has been driving for 7 minutes. Use the equation to estimate the distance the competitor is from the finishing line. So I've got D, remember, is minus 2t plus 32, and they're telling me that t equals 7. So that means that D equals minus 2 times 7 plus 32. That's minus 14 plus 32. So I need to do 32 minus 14. So 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 18. 18 kilometres. Get your units in there. That is kilometres, isn't it? SQA National 5 Maths 2024, paper 1, question 10. The diagram below shows a circle centre O. AC is the tangent to the circle at B. There it's there. And CE is the tangent at D. There it's there. And BG and DF are diameters. Angle DEFE is 125. Find the shaded angle, which is way down at the bottom. So let's start off with our rules. Tangent meets a radius at right angles. We've got angles on a straight line. And then the main other one is two radiuses make a isosceles triangle. So if we can get into here, then we can maybe get this angle, which means we can maybe get that angle. And then we need to work at these somehow and then get that angle. So let's just start from there. So I'm going to do 180 minus 125. So 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75 makes 55. So I now know that this one up here is 55. But because that's a radius and that's a radius, this one down here is also 55. So I can now do 2 55s is 110. 180 minus 110 is 70. So I get 70 in the middle straight away, basically. And a little rule you should know is if two lines cross, vertical opposite angles are equal. So the ones that are opposite each other are equal, so that gives me 70 here. And angles round a point add up to 360. So I've got 140 already. So if I do 360 minus 140, that will give me what's left between these two. And they're the same size that you can see. We'll check that in a minute, but I'm pretty sure they are. So that is 0, that is 2, and that is 2. So divide by 2, I get 110 here and 110 there. Let's just double check they are the same, and we can do that by doing this. Next rule, tangent meets a radius at right angles. So let's point all right angles in. There's 1, there's 1. This will be a right angle there, and we've got 1 here. And since that is a right angle, then this triangle here gives me 20 up there. Now, if that's 20 up there, then that means that we're good to go. So let's look at a big triangle. You probably don't have to do this in the exam, by the way. It's just to double check for this. 70, 90, 20. Yeah, so I've got all the angles. But you can go straight ahead from your 110, and now you know that this is 90 here and 90 here. I have got a four-sided shape. And four-sided shapes, angles add up to 360. So I've already got 90 and 90 is 180. So that means that these two opposite add up to 180. So I get my 70 down here, and I'm done there. Now, big note on this one. If you just get 70 here and let your answer is 70 without any more working, you won't get the answer because you have to show where that 70 comes from. Okay, although there's 70, you have to show where that 70 comes from. And that's that done. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, paper 1, question 11. A straight line has an equation x plus 4y minus 24 equals 0. Find the gradient. The gradient is the number in front of x, but only when it says y equals, so I need to rearrange. So I'll keep the 4y where it is. And I'll just move that x, so that's positive, so I'll make it negative x on the right. and minus 24 is plus 24. And now I can divide everything by 4, so I get minus a quarter x. 4 5s are 24, 6s are 24, and that means the gradient, or like gradient, I suppose, which equals m, is minus 1/4. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, Paper 1, Question 12. Express x squared minus 6x plus a in the form x minus a squared plus b. So completing the square, this is called, I always half the middle term, x minus 3 squared then, and you immediately take away 3 squared. And then you've still got plus 8 on the end. So that's x minus 3 squared minus 9 plus 8. And that gives me x minus 3 all squared. And minus 9 and 8 is minus 1. Part B, hence I state the coordinates of the turning point of the graph of y equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. So it's the same one. The turning point is given to you from the completing the square. Opposite sign of this, because that means you want 0 here in this whole bracket. So 3 minus 3 is 0, so that's 3. And then same sign, so minus 1. And that's it. Part C, the diagram shows the graph of y equals x squared minus 6x at 8. A line PQ has been drawn parallel to the x-axis. P lies on the y-axis, there. And P and Q lie on the graph of y equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. So there. Find the coordinates of Q. Well, I need to know where we cut the y-axis. So we cut the y-axis when x equals 0. So subbing that in, we get y equals 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 8. So y equals 8. So that means that this line is y equals 8. It's a horizontal line, so that's its equation. So I know what y equals 8. So I can now just say that we've got x squared minus 6x plus 8 must equal 8, because it's simultaneous equations again, but in a simple way, because it's a point of intersection. So taking the 8 over, we get x squared minus 6x, 8 minus 8 is 0, so we get nothing. X bracket x minus 6 equals 0. So that means we get x equals 0 and x equals 6. So the coordinates of Q finally, Q equals 6 along and 8 high, 6, 8. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, Paper 1, Question 13. Expand and simplify fully. So I've got x times x to the half. So that's a power 1. So I add the powers. So that's x to the 1 plus a half, which is 3 halves. And then I've got this 1 times this 1. Well, 1 plus minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So plus x to the 0. So that's x to the 3 halves. Anything to the power of 0 equals 1. And we're done there. SQA National 5 Maths 2024, Paper 1, Question 14. In the diagram, triangles ABC and ADE are similar. So they're similar, so I've got ABC, let's just do that, and that is 3 centimetres here. And then it says ADE, the big one, ADE, well, we've got 10.5 here, and then we've got 7 on the bottom. So hopefully you can see that since they're similar and this side is this side, I can do the scale factor and I can then find the length here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So the scale factor is equal to 3 over 7. So that means this length here, x, is 3/7 of 10.5. So that is equal to 3 tens are 30. Well, 3 5s is 15, carry 1. 3 tens are 30 plus 1 is 31. 0.5 over 7. 31.5 divided by 7. Well, 7 4s is 28. 29, 30, 31. 7 5s is 35. So that gives me 4.5. So I now know that this bit here is 4.5. And it asks me to calculate BD, which is this bit here. So that means I need to do 10.5 minus 4.5. So BD 10.5 minus 4.5. 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.5 is 6. And the units are centimetres. And we're done there. This has been Clear Maths today. We've went through the whole of National 5 Maths 2024 Paper 1, the full solutions, full exam paper. Hopefully you did well if you did sit this paper. And if you're revising from it, good luck. Hopefully this is a fair and good paper for you. Take care, stay safe, and goodbye.